Throughout my life in PvP Civilization, I would always get distracted by the unimportant things. Video journal machines, different colored chest plates, I don't know, I guess it's who I am. The point that I'm getting at is I was scared about what might distract me at this level, and I was right to be. Because when I swam out of the water and saw a massive statue of an armor stand with windows carved into it, yeah, I definitely forgot about leaving this place. I would call myself an experienced homeowner in PvP Civilization, and my expertise would suggest that this was in fact a PvP mansion. So naturally, the most optimal thing to do here is to find out where to buy one. I gotta say, Wembu was right. This place did seem like paradise. All of the doors to other rooms were completely open at the Diamond Sword level. Alright, not having to pay an attack to go to other rooms means I can spend more on myself.
Let me be the one to go. You have a longer life than I do, and you don't deserve to die yet.
We're all gonna die if we don't get that sword, and you know I'm the only one good enough to get it.
I don't doubt that, but how will you handle your emotions? You'll need to make a friend to survive, and betraying someone close to you
Will be easy because the mission is the only thing that matters. I know who I am, and I know where my loyalties lie. I will always be in.
Tabby, you have to come check this place out. It's insane. Look, I'm just gonna say it. After looking around for a few seconds, I don't think we need to leave.
You can stay here all you want. I'd rather leave by myself anyways.
Okay, well now that you put it that way, I will leave. But I have made up my mind, I am buying a PvP mansion here first. And you won't be able to convince me not to invest in prime real estate. I made my way over to the next room where I found the PvP marketplace at the Diamond Sword level. Above the armor stands, there were giant statues that showed all 5 swords, along with a statue of a 6th one. I wasn't sure what that meant, but I couldn't help but be reminded about the statue at the Iron Sword level, the one that talked about the unbreakable sword. I'm sure that will be cleared up eventually, but for now, I just need to find this. The last house I need to buy to be able to own a house at every single level of PvP Civilization. Golden Sword level aside, of course. I'm still a little upset there's nothing to buy there.
Care to put a little more time into making this decision? We still have no idea if we can trust the Diamond Swords, which means wasting 200 attacks on a house could be a mistake.
Okay, you're right, fair point, but we can't make a decision until we know exactly how many attacks we have left. I swung at the armor stand with my diamond sword for the first time, and I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw how long my life was. With 1,500 attacks, I could buy this mansion and it would change nothing. Okay, so after doing a financial analysis, I'm buying the house. I wonder if any of the other diamond swords have mansions of their own. I kind of feel like I'm the only one in PvP Civilization who even bothers to upgrade their house. Like, sure, it's taking weeks off my lifespan, but why not live a little, right? Parrot would understand. He's a fellow mansion owner like me. I put the PvP mansion key in my offhand, and the door to my brand new house opened. This was now the biggest purchase of my life, and something that important means it needs to be recorded, which means it's time to go back to my roots and open the video journal again. Let's go. There was no doubt in my mind this place would come with a video journal machine. Wait, no way. Indoor waterfalls that lead to an elevated double bed? Oh man, leaving PvP Civilization is gonna be harder than I thought. If there's a way out, of course. But what if I go outside and there's no mansions out there? Then I'd kind of want to come back in here. But what if I can't come back in here? Bro, this situation is so complicated. Okay, enough stalling. I need to go journal. It's been so long since I've made a video journal update. I feel like I've lost a part of myself. I opened up my video journal machine to make my first update at the diamond sword level, but that's when I noticed something. I got a message. Okay, I've never gotten a message before. This is new.
Look, I let you get your mansion, but now it's time to get serious. Let's find a way out of here while we still have the chance.
Okay, fine. Wait, but I got a message. Please, you gotta let me read the message first. It could be super important.
You know what it's gonna say? It's gonna say stop making journal updates and go outside more. Now come on.
Okay, it's not gonna... Wait, do you actually think it's gonna say that? Tabby and I walked over to the second room that we found at the diamond sword level. Up ahead, there was a giant structure, and it was nothing like I've ever seen before.
You go check it out. I forgot to buy golden carrots. You should be decent enough by now to survive a few minutes on your own.
No way, that was the first somewhat encouraging thing she's ever said to me. Okay, well, if the diamond swords are not on our side and that guy Foray shows up again, I think the fight will be over in under 30 seconds. But Tabby's not completely wrong. I've gotten better and I actually feel confident enough to hold my own in a fight. After all, I'm a diamond sword of PvP Civilization. It's time to start acting like it.
Evbo, I know you'll see this eventually, and when you do, I don't expect you to trust me ever again. But you need to hear this. I'm not who I say I am. No one here is really. I just want to tell you my story. I'm not a natural born sword. I was born with a...
I walked up to the top of the structure to see 4 identical armor stands in each corner. Well, if I know one thing about armor stands, it's that they always give something in return. And since I have 1,300 swings left of my sword, I'm willing to spend a few to find out what this is.
I know you like hitting every armor stand you see, but don't bother with these ones. They won't do anything. For right now, at least. Unless 3 more diamond swords show up.
I thought it was like a universal law that all armor stands do something.
Just let me explain. We called this the battle simulator. It's how Foray, Julie, Minitek, and I fought you at the gold sword level. While you were up there, we were down here.
You guys were down here the whole time? Okay, so you guys are real people. That's reassuring to know. So you're saying if I hit one of these armor stands, I can fight people at the golden sword level but still be down here?
That's one of your responsibilities as a new diamond sword, to test and train new players that are trying to rank up.
Wenbu said once 4 diamond swords join the battle simulator, the doors at the golden sword level are sealed shut until each diamond sword decides a player can go on through.
A diamond sword can only enter the battle simulator once, so the doors won't be closed until 4 new diamond swords fill the spots. Once those spots are filled, we're supposed to go out into the world.
So you guys can't leave until 4 new diamond swords take your places. Okay, well, you have Tabby and I. We just need 2 more and then you guys can leave, right?
Well, the situation is complicated, is all I can say. But follow me, I want to show you something.
I followed Wenbu into the next room of the diamond sword level, and I saw something that looked like the red gate, except this time it was on the outside wall. Wenbu was waiting for me, standing in front of 4 armor stands on the ground. Look, Wenbu, you've shown me 8 armor stands now, and my urge to buy something is at an all-time high. But I'll be disciplined and ask, what are these for?
This right here is the way out of the sword civilization.
Little did I know I was standing in front of the one place I've been trying to get to for my entire life, the outside, and it was here, right behind this red wall. Wenbu said the cost for opening the door is 100 swings on each of the armor stands. If I wanted to, I could open this door by myself and leave right now. Okay, I think I can piece it together, so you guys could leave, but you won't because you need 4 more diamond swords to take your places.
Yes, along with the fact that our world isn't one we exactly want to go out into.
What does that mean?
Well, I'll go into detail later. I need to talk to Julie real quick. I'll be back.
Okay. Just as Wenbu ran off, I turned around to see Tabby finally made it back.
What was he saying? Anything useful we need to know?
Actually, yeah, there was a lot of stuff, but long story short, this is the way out of PvP civilization. If what he said was true, I guess it makes sense why they can't leave yet, but he also said that the world outside isn't exactly one he wants to go into. I don't know, it didn't sound like he really wanted to leave.
To me, that sounds like they're trying to keep you here for the same reason the people above wanted to keep you, to use you to increase their lifespans.
I don't know, it doesn't feel like that's what they're trying to do. If they truly were just gonna use me, I don't think they would have helped me get better at PvP.
But if you're wrong, then you bringing me down here with you just cost me my life. So I say we plan for the worst and start hitting the armor stands so that the second something feels off, we'll leave here. Together.
You're right. I guess having a backup plan isn't a bad idea. Alright, I'm down. Tabby paid almost every PvP attack needed to open the door. So, if the unfortunate situation comes about where the diamond swords turn on us, we only need to hit the last armor stand a few times to make our escape. Tabby and I walked over to the next room of the diamond sword level, and on the ground there was what looked like to be a giant map. You have any idea what this is supposed to mean?
No clue.
It could just be like an abstract art piece. After all, PvP civilization does thrive off of its interior design choices.
You two,
Wait, no way, it's Julie!
come with me. I want to show you something.
You think she's gonna tell us about the origin of our universe?
Why would you assume she would start with that?
I don't know, it's been weighing on me.
I want to tell you about the origin of our universe.
I told you.
You wanna be a wooden sword again?
Sorry. Okay, Julie, just hear me out. I have a video journal documentary kind of going on right now, and that story you just told me is literally blowing my mind, and I need to update it right now. Wait, you should join me. You could be the first diamond sword I've had featured on my video journal.
You coming with?
Trust me, I've had to suffer through many of those already. I'll just wait here.
Fair enough. I think I can spare one journal update.
Let's go. This should only take an hour. All right, we are back with an update. It has been way too long, and there's been a lot of development so far. Obviously became a diamond sword, learned about the battle simulator, even found a way out of this place, but I think I just learned the biggest lore drop of all, and that's the origin of our world. According to Julie, who you don't know, verified diamond sword, can back up my claims, our universe began with the 5 items of PvP. The sword, the axe, the bow, the trident, and the shield. These 5 items are known as the Eternal Weapons, and they created the universe as we know it. But check this out. Not only mind-blowing to know that there are 5 items out there that control our entire universe, but there are people with items just like them. I guess when people come into this world, they're born holding one of the 5 items. So me, for example, I am a natural born sword, but people can be born with shields, axes, everything else.
I don't mean to interrupt, but how long is this gonna go on for?
Let's see, I haven't even gotten to the emotional reflection part yet, so I would say 30 more minutes.
Then that is my sign to leave. Also, Minute Tech wants to talk to you in the Video Journal headquarters.
Wait, did you just say Video Journal headquarters? Okay, on second thought, my emotional reflection can wait. I hope you all can understand this decision, but if there's a Video Journal HQ, that requires my immediate attention. Signing off. Wait, I totally forgot about the message I got earlier. I guess I can spare a few minutes. Wait, message deleted. I didn't delete this. Where'd it go? Okay, that's weird. Maybe my Video Journal machine's broken. If that's the case, they must have tech support at Video Journal HQ, right? I don't have an answer as to how my message got deleted. Just like I don't have an answer to what the Black Sword statue is in the PvP marketplace. But just 5 minutes ago, I learned the origins of our entire world. So I'm pretty hopeful that in due time, I'll find the answers to those unknowns. I climbed up the ladder to one of the most glorious places in PvP civilization, the Video Journal machine headquarters, an entire building dedicated to the most important machine ever made?
I imagine this must all be overwhelming for you, but give it time. Not too long ago, we were all just like you, slowly piecing together what we know about life.
I mean, before today, I thought there were just people with swords and people with shields. I kinda just wish someone would have been there to tell me all of this from the beginning. Why did I have to make it all the way down here to know all this?
Our world is complex, and flooding a newborn wooden sword's mind with all of that information would distract them from focusing on their own survival. But you seem to have been successful with handling the many truths of our world, as seen by your video journal logs.
So that confirms it. You guys have been watching my video journals.
Your strategy of breaking down new information and venting your thoughts to your journal seems to have helped you come to terms with the realities of life.
I never thought about it that way. Can't say it was intentional, but, you know, I'll take a compliment where I can get one. Minitech showed me around the Video Journal HQ. There was a machine here that would allow you to watch the live feed of any user's Video Journal machine. There was also a machine that makes copies of every Video Journal entry that's ever made. As soon as someone records a Video Journal entry, for example, me a few minutes ago, the copy will show up directly into this Video Journal machine, available to take. And once those copies are made, I guess the Diamond Swords just throw them into these barrels. Oh man, who knows how long they've spent storing all of my video journals.
You're free to take any of these recorded journals and watch them back. That is, if you find value in rewatching your old journals, since you're the only one in here with a video journal machine.
Okay, I guess that confirms I'm the only one in here who doesn't think a video journal machine is a waste of... Wait, I'm not the only one with a video journal machine. Parrot had one of his own. Wait, if these are all the copies of every journal entry ever made, then the message I received has to be here. The message I got must have been sent between my last 2 video journal updates because I would have seen it before completing the Golden Sword level. Sure enough, I opened up the second to last recorded entry and it was from Parrot. Parrot's the one who sent me the message. Well, I guess I got indirect tech support since I can now watch my deleted message. Alright, Parrot, what do you got for me?
Evbo, I know you'll see this eventually, and when you do, I don't expect you to trust me ever again.
What?
I'm not a natural-born sword. I was born with a bow. I know much of this won't make any sense to you since you have no concept of the outside, but there is a struggle for power in our world. The bows, axes, and tridents, all plotting against each other to achieve immortality. As of now, all 3 of our civilizations farm the natural-born swords of this world to extend our lifespans. But true immortality is what everyone is after, and that could be made possible by obtaining the Eternal Sword. The Eternal Sword is everyone's mission, along with wiping out the rest of the Diamond Swords. The last 4 living Diamond Swords have been hiding at the bottom, protecting the Eternal Sword. Before today, no one from the outside has found a way down to the Diamond Sword level. That was until you showed Tabby the way. I don't know what she is, but I do know what she's not, and that's your friend. You can choose not to believe anything I just said, but believe me when I say Tabby will be ready when she makes it down there. There are two types of people that come here from the outside civilizations. Those who are sent here as punishment, and those who willingly come here because they've been training for their entire lives to succeed. My guess is that she's the second type, which means that she'll have a plan for everything. She'll know where to be and when to be there. She'll know the perfect moment to make her move, which would be when she's found enough time away from you to operate unnoticed. She'll have a plan of attack and the resources to make sure she can win. The Diamond Swords will think they can stop her, and that's because they'll believe she lost all of her items when she dropped down to the Golden Sword level. But Tabby will win, because she has something the natural born swords don't have: knowledge. When she's retrieved the Eternal Sword, she'll make her escape, which was only made possible by using her greatest resource: your trust. I just want you to be prepared for what's to come. If Tabby takes you out with the Eternal Sword, you won't be coming back. Not even your armor stand in your room can change that. I know I have no reason to earn back your trust, but let me end this off with why I'm here. You know how I said that there were two types of people that came here? Well, I'm the first type. I was sent here as a punishment for speaking out against my own kind. I never believed in farming the swords for a longer life, and I wasn't going to sit by and watch an entire civilization be pushed to extinction. So, whether I have your trust or not, I'm gonna spend the rest of my life trying to make a difference in this world.
The video journal machine shut off, and I was left standing there with a million different thoughts running through my head. I didn't even know where to begin. Parrot was asking me to suspend my belief in everything I thought I knew. And believing that Tabby, the one person who stuck by my side from the beginning, is a traitor, is something I just can't do. I don't even know what to believe anymore. Parrot's been lying this entire time about who he is, so why should I trust him now? Tabby spared me. As a wooden sword, Tabby was the only one who cared enough to let me live. So fine. Parrot deceived me and made me think that he was actually someone who cared about me too. I can live with that mistake, but that doesn't give him the right to make me question everything Tabby and I have been through. She's my friend, and I'm not gonna be convinced that she's not. The problem with hearing a lie is that you can do everything in your power to forget about it, but it will always occupy that small space in the back of your mind. And that tiny piece of the lie that's left will be just enough to make you start looking for ways to prove it's the truth. Which is why I'm standing here, wondering why the door to leave PvP Civilization is open. Tabby said we would leave together, so for the life of me, I can't understand why she would open this without telling me. Unless Parrot's right about everything.
Go find Evbo. Make sure he's isolated.
Where did she go?
She's gone, and she has the sword.
Leave together. That's what we're doing, right? You said we would open this door and leave together.
Please be here, please be here, please be here. Evbo, time to pause the journal. We need to... No. Are you serious? Why would he not be here? This is literally the only thing he cares about. Okay, no need to panic. He's probably just journaling at the house right now. What is this, stone sword level? Bro, he has so many. I don't even know which is which anymore. Why is there a shield in his bed? Okay, gonna ignore that. All right, this should be the one. Please just be here. Of course, the one time I need him to be journaling. This is bad. He's gotta be looking for Tabby. Wait, what? Who is this? No. How did they get into Evbo's room? He's just waiting for him. He's not gonna let Evbo respawn.
Were you ever gonna tell me how you lied? Or were you just gonna, go back to wherever you're from, not say a word, and let me die? Probably the second one, right? I mean, that always was your style. You never did talk. I see you got a new sword, too. Care to explain?
Move.
I have to admit, I was holding out hope that there would be an explanation. But now I know Parrot was right. It's like you flipped a switch, and the Tabby that I knew isn't even there anymore. It must be nice not having to feel any regret at all from turning on the people that actually care about you. I mean, this is easy for you. Tell me how you do it.
It's easy, because what I'm doing is for the greater good. What I'm doing will save lives.
For the greater good? As in, wiping out all of the natural-born swords? Or farming us for infinite durability?
I'm giving you one more chance to move. Think about how you want this to end.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Tabby, but I'm not gonna do that. Because you're my friend. And if you want me to move, you're gonna have to prove that I don't mean anything to you. So why don't you just do it already? Do what you came here to do. If you truly believe all of the swords shouldn't be alive, you take me out with that sword, I'm not even gonna respawn. So get it over with. Show me I mean nothing to you. maybe I was never Tabby's friend. I mean, to be fair, she did say we were not friends, but she had a choice. She could have gotten rid of me and never seen me again. So why am I still here? I don't think she's keeping me alive to use me for my power. She won already. I just have to think that some part of her wants to keep me alive because she cares. Oh, this next video journal is gonna be— what the— This is bad. I need the armor stand.
I'm not dying like this.
Let's start this whole thing over. Maybe I'll call this, I don't know, the beginning of the PvP Journal Chapter 2. When I first started this journal, I didn't even know who I was. I didn't know what I was. But now I know who I am and why I'm here. I'm here because I was born as a sword in PvP civilization. And in order for me to go out into the world, I had to prove I was strong enough to survive by becoming a diamond sword. That's what this whole place is for, to give wooden swords a chance to become stronger so they could endure the battles with the other civilizations. Seems simple enough to understand, but the problem is that almost everyone in here wasn't or isn't even a sword at all. Wooden swords that spawn into this world aren't making it to this place, and that's something I'll explain in a few minutes. But let's talk about what happened after I almost died for real. Prince Zam apparently wasn't afraid to hide the fact that he was a trident. If he is still alive, I'm not sure how, since the trident he threw is still stuck in my wall. But I don't know, maybe there's still more I need to know about our PvP universe. But after Prince Zam revealed his identity, more people started to follow suit. The guy who spoke the PvP language was apparently an axe. Who knew? Once again, I'm still not familiar with the universal laws of PvP. I thought I would be able to use the axe myself after winning the fight, but all it did was just add durability to my sword. It took a couple times of dying and coming back to defeat all of the people who were against me at the Iron Sword level, but I can't say I didn't have some outside help. The last thing I heard from Parrot was that he would try his best to make a difference in this world, and from what I can tell, he was doing just that. But I wasn't ready to talk to him just yet. I still needed to piece together my feelings towards him. I did go talk to my guard friend, however, who, not surprisingly, was found in my pool, but talking with him made me realize I never questioned where the shields came from, and to my surprise, my friend didn't even know himself. To him, his life started in this place just like mine did, which means he's only just at the beginning of his self-discovery journey. Speaking of self-discovery, remember when I said I knew who I was? Well, there was a point in time when I thought I was the chosen one, but I've come to realize I was always just a guy in the right place at the right time. Apparently, there was another chosen one, and it was Foray. For reasons I won't understand, he supposedly gave up the power that I have, and I only have the room with the armor stand because of that decision. Don't worry, I don't plan on giving up this power anytime soon. I still am very unconfident with my ability to survive. But anyways, now that I'm a diamond sword, let's talk about where we go from here. Starting with my mistakes, did I know that the diamond swords were protecting one of the 5 eternal items? No, and none of them blame me for helping Tabby escape with it, as far as I'm concerned. But the fact remains that Tabby has it, with the intentions of trying to create immortality for herself, for her civilization. I don't really know. Point is, it's probably not good, considering all outside civilizations seem to be against the swords. Which brings me back to the point I made about wooden swords not making it here. Apparently, every new player spawns at the center of our world, and somehow makes their way to their own civilization depending on what their weapon is. Which means, somewhere along that journey, the natural born swords are— well, if Parrot was right, they're being farmed for their durability, just like I was in here. How I made it here, I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever know. But the bigger question is why? Why are the swords the ones being farmed for longer lives? I framed that like I don't have an answer, but I do have some explanation, so don't worry. The story takes us to the statue in the PvP marketplace, the black sword that I always wondered about. At first, I thought it was a symbol of the eternal sword, but it wasn't. What it shows is the true power of being a natural-born sword, and that power is the ability to level up beyond a diamond sword into a sword of netherite, one with infinite durability. I know, right? Isn't that crazy? I could be immortal plus have infinite durability. I don't know how I get there, but whatever. Long story short, any natural-born sword has the ability to achieve immortality, which is why all the other civilizations are doing everything in their power to stop that from happening. A lot to take in this time. This has quite possibly been the most lore-dense journal update of all time, but we gotta start off chapter 2 right, and most importantly, start it off with all of us on the same page. Can't leave anyone behind. I don't know what life is like outside of these walls. Parrot once said life in here could be a gift, and given the fact that he's from the outside, I'm gonna assume the worst. But we can't stay in here anymore, not while Tabby is out there with one of the most powerful items in the universe. She knows I'm alive, and I'll bet she knows I'm gonna come looking for her. What am I gonna do when I see her? I have no clue. I guess I'll figure it out when I get there. But until then, I'm gonna be the guy with the shopping addiction, the guy that talks too much, the guy who trusts people too much, the guy that isn't half bad at PvP, and the guy that believes there's more to this world than fighting to live longer. Ooh, that sounded pretty cool. All right, good way to end it. Signing off.